Hello, good people. This is Kilifi Online TV, and this is the executive. I'm your host, Ashley Mwambuki. So today with me here on the executive, I have a very well-informed guest who would be very happy to introduce herself as we tackle all the female issues that are out there in the world today. So without, let's dive right in.
Thank you, Ashley, for having me. My name's Mune Faith Linda, a student from Pwani University, currently in 4th year, taking Bachelor in Science, Computer Science, and advocate in Feminine Voice.
Currently being faced with so many insecurities within the female body and sexual education being limited to young minds. So I called upon Faith today to take us through being an advocate for the feminine voice. Like, what's your take on sexual education yenye inapeanwa to the current youth and females in the society?
So Ashley, I would say sexual education is quite limited ama imepitishwa kwa uchache mno to our young youths ama young adults. Yeah.
So unaona, like ukiangalia, like in the current setting, most people don't know our SOMI sexual education from their parents.
Yeah.
They come, they get it from their peers or just along the way. Ama unapata people just do it for the sake of doing it. Kwa sababu okay, take in mind, most people, what our parents like pass on to us ni mambo kama when you're on your periods, stay away from boys, nini. They don't tell us the reason. They just tell us boys are animals na, like, don't msiwakaribie, and now curiosity.
Yeah, hiyo ni ukweli. Utapata, okay, I'll say, like for example, at this point ama na hii umri wangu wote, I've never had a proper sexual education from my mom. You can say that's quite African, but I would like to empower our parents ama our moms out there, ama young moms, that to pass sexual education is not immorality, is actually the opposite of it. Like ni poa mtoto akikuwa na such information, this information should be brought to us. Like, it's good if we have it, general knowledge, as in tujijue, like nijue this from outside school. Unajua nimefunzwa tu kwa vitabu, nimefunzwa tu what's adolescent, what's reproductive system, and I'll say our life skill teachers didn't do quite much.
Unasema waliingia tu huko kwa case study.
Yes.
This happens to me, you get shaped, what you do, but they really forgot kusema about how the woman's body itself.
Yeah.
Inafaa kwanza to be, we have to have the knowledge about the human body first.
Yeah, like I'll say kama mwanamke, kwanza the part of biology tulifunzwa tukiwa form 3.
Yeah.
They talk about the menstruation cycle. Yes, it was quite informative, but I won't say quite to the level that inafaa kuwa. I think walitufunza to the part of the blood shedding and all. Unajua they didn't come the aspect place ina affect our moods, ina affect our normal behavior on daily basis. No, they only said like biologically follicles, FSH,
hizo months nyingi.
Yeah. Utapata tumeambiwa to the biological part of it, but this goes beyond. Ina affect even our psychology, how we interact on people on normal daily basis. Just as we were taught, menstruation cycle is 28 days,
okay,
for some 32 even, but in between is not just about the shading. Kuna a lot of changes we as women go through is 28 days, and there was this TED talk I was listening to, and I would really like to share with you. They were saying that menstrual cycle, the menstrual cycle is a cycle of 28 to 32 days. Is not just closed in one season where we are shading. Like the shading period is known as, we can term it as our winter.
Okay. Our
winter, that's when we are closed up, we are not so active. Then
wakati wa cramps and whatever.
Yeah, we can term that as
winter.
And then the springs comes immediately after our shading period ends, where the estrogen is quite starting to level up, unapata that's when a woman is really approachable. She can converse well. She's not moody. She's at a, what can I say, like a corner
confidence stage.
Okay, it's not actually a confidence. She's a go-getter.
Ana like tashwishwi, like aezi hadi gombana na mtu ovyo ovyo. You get that?
Like hapo ndo utapata mwanamke anaweza handle things without getting emotional mixed.
And I have this question. Unapata some females during the cycle, they crave sweets, chocolate. Is it like psychological ama it's needed by the body ama inakuaga tu hivyo?
So, hiyo part tumeliza about the sweets and cravings before period. I'll just come to that. First I was explaining about the seasons. Like a woman, your cycle, or you can term it as a season, our season. So like as I explained it, our shading period is the winter. Afterwards comes the spring where we sprout. We are so energetic, go-getters. We have new ideas. We hit the gym like no other time. That's the time when we are kama you are a student like me, and the time utasoma, you'll go to all classes, uta miss any. So afterwards then comes the ovulation.
Oh
yeah, so ovulation, during ovulation is I can say that's where we really are confident. That's where we feel sassy, because biologically our body pushes our hormones, not body, pushes us to go out there and be seen by the opposite gender, you know, for reproduction matters and stuff.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So that's when we are most confident. We are, I can say what we feel
like we are attracted, like
yeah, we are, and our skin is flourishing, glowing. And then comes the summer.
Okay.
So the summer, this is where like we are chilled. Our estrogen goes down. What do we call this?
Estrogen.
Yeah. So I was talking about the summer.
Okay.
Actually, the summer is during ovulation, where we feel sassy.
Okay.
Yeah, the summer is where we put ourselves out there.
Le period unasikia kama yai kanangoka.
Yeah, that time, hiyo ndo time utapata we wear slightly revealing clothes, like it's intentionally, it's actually biologically, like it's what hormones.
Ile wakati you want to go all out.
Yeah, you are. That's, I can say that's when a woman is really outgoing and extrovert. Yeah, and then our atom, our fall. So here our estrogen level goes down. You can see the reaction in our faces, like the pimples. We are not so outgoing, become slightly introverted, and we start craving. That's when we start craving for things like sweets.
Okay.
So you'll find someone craving for sweets. It's for the production of progesterone.
Okay.
Yeah. We crave for sweets because at that time, during the production of progesterone, our glucose level tend to go low. So we crave for a refill. Yeah.
So like hiyo sugar haikuagi just cravings, it's actually needed kwa hiyo mwili yetu.
Yeah, it's needed in the body.
So like would you recommend kati ya all those sweet stuff is most men provide chocolate? You know, at first I used to think like they're just doing it for the sake. Kumbe there are people who know how to take care of their girlfriends out here.
Yeah, you can find, okay, I wouldn't say like you can find most do it because for the sake of being a loving boyfriend. They don't actually know what's behind the science of a girl craving for sweet things. So like here, it's why we crave for it. Like our glucose level tend to go down at that period. So our glucose level tends to go down at that period due to the production of progesterone in our body. That's the body preparing for the shade for our winter. So you see, it's a cycle.
Aya, this part where, I mean, unaweza amka asubuhi, you get a new willpower. Like saa zingine I can wake up yes, I'm not that hardworking, lakini hiyo siku niamke, I do like I wash clothes, I wash dishes, nifanye hizo vitu zote. Like, and it's not my usual drive. Lakini nikifanya hivyo najua my periods are almost there.
So as I say, that's the atom. That's where we have a lot of fluctuating hormones. So you can wake up this time, you're so energetic, you're ready to focus, you're ready to go for what you want, and the other day you completely shut down. You just want to curl in your couch, watch movie all day, do nothing.
Mtu anakuongelesha unamwangalia simu.
Yeah. So that period ukiletea mwanamke kelele utakipata, ama she will actually deal with it with a lot of emotion. That time utapata we cry a lot.
So men are not supposed to take it kama we cry because of...
No, it's actually the hormones. Utapata hata kakifaranga kameachwa peke yake, you start crying.
Okay.
Yeah.
So other than that, does sexual activeness of a person does it have any relation na wakati the menstrual cycle goes on? Like, kuwa sexual active itaikuja kufanya like you know exactly, like kuna venye if you're already sexually active na now the menstrual cycle comes in, you want now, like, yes, you want that man. Do you know, I feel like is it true that mtu mwenye ako sexually active na mwenye yuko sexually active, they tend to receive the menstrual cycle differently?
No.
Okay.
Quite, unless external factors are being featured.
External factors kama gani?
We can say climate change, which is a very big factor right now. That's not part of the topic today, but yeah, or you can say maybe the person is under medication or stress. So I think it will actually vary due to individualism rather than being sexually active or being sexually inactive. Wacha sasa
nikwambie, unakumbuka when we were in high school, this is the time napata hii information yako, you're not ovulating, you're not menstruating, auko kwa mnyesho and stuff, and then now it's the time where you see girls wearing short skirts, they present themselves to the male bodies and stuff. You know, at that time we don't have the idea of why we are doing that.
Yeah. So I as I said, that's our summer. That's actually our the time we feel most confident, when we are ovulating, the 14th day in the cycle. So as I said, it's naturally occurs. So that's when you'll feel someone, a woman, not someone actually, a woman, a lady, a girl, an adolescent girl will wear quite revealing clothes, short skirts, atafungua kaka button,
cleavage,
anatembea administration block. Yeah, so like we crave for male attention that time.
Okay, let me ask.
The time kwanza you're most fertile.
Okay, let me ask. Is it tuseme inaitwaje that time, is it allowed? Like, is cheating justified during this period?
I could say cheating in this aspect. Okay, being a voice of feminine.
Okay. Ongelelea wanawake tafadhali.
I would say at all costs, cheating cannot be what?
Justified by this.
Justified by that.
Okay.
No, that's actually someone's choice.
Okay.
Because yeah, no, cheating cannot be justified by that.
Okay, but do you tend to believe during this period, women, we want that male attention and stuff, and then when we fail to get it, we go and look for it somewhere else?
Okay, if you put it like that, then yeah, we can justify.
Do you think the male men are supposed to be considerate during that period, watupatie your attention, because it's like we are no longer in control,
yeah.
So our hormones take over, so we go start flirting with other guys, even though let's say I'm in a serious relationship, I start flirting with other guys. Is it like my fault? It's not normally my cause. I don't flirt with other guys, but during this one time, my guy ignores me, so I have to flirt with this other guy to satisfy my, not like literally cheating, but to satisfy my, venye nasikia.
Yeah. So actually, if you put it like that, I'll say we really, at that point, at that time of our cycle, we really crave for attention from our opposite gender. Like really crave for it. So when we are not getting it,
Okay.
mind tutaenda kwenye tunaipata.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I believe is it like, if this the kind of attention this girl got, let's say someone has an ex or something else, and right now mtu akona like another guy at the moment, unapata this is the time they forget the toxicness of their exes and they tend to go back. Because their guy, like their exes, used to give them something that their current person is not giving them, despite all the toxic nature from their previous relationship. Kitu kama hiyo.
Yeah, okay, I won't really pin that on our sexuality rather than our psychology as a woman, though I'm not really sure how they are connected, but that's the time when we actually think of our previous relationships. Yeah, so if we are not getting what we want at that time and we have ever had it, obviously we remember, we'll go back maybe. Yeah, but I will say that actually depends on someone's strong personality or weak personality. I don't know.
I have this question just been bugging me for a while. So do you think our parents should have talked to us about everything concerning sex, ama, you know, kwa sababu what they do, they think we are taught in school and the school thinks tunafunzwa home, so nobody actually really talks about this, and when you go to the church it's the worst because they literally act as if it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. So at home it doesn't happen, at school it doesn't happen. So where are we going to get this information? We can't, not everybody is going to rely on books. Others like are going to be like, you know,
yeah, I actually. So as we started the show, you asked this question about the sexual education being limited. So I'll say this is where it really comes in. Yeah, sexual education is really limited to us young people. We just gaze or maneuver our ways towards finding the information. So venye umesema, mom atadhani nimefunzwa shule watadhani nimefunzwa na mom, church ita assume nilifunzwa na either shule ama mom, like we are really left on the loose and our body are really changing at that point. So utapata we opt for movie scenes, like this that content, magazine or the books
to explain what is really happening, because most people hawajui what happens to their body. So any little inconvenience, we're even afraid to reach to the practitioners who deal with the sexuality of the human body, be it male or female. So unapata we don't even think about, and actually going to the gyna, it's actually expensive, and there are limited practitioners in the country, because I think there are like 500 in Kenya, 500 gynecologists. And you find minimum charges za consultation pekee ni 3,000, meaning that is too much for a normal average person, and people think, I have Google, I can Google, not knowing that our bodies, everybody has a different type of body, kitu kama hiyo. So how do we go about this? Like, what do you think tunafaa kufanya?
So okay, my personal opinion about the situation, I really feel like let's say, speaking to adolescent girl, I would really wish if this was incorporated in the system, in the school curriculum.
Okay.
Like kama si kwa biology basi ikue really put there in the life skills. Kwanza I think at Form 2 sahi they should know about such information. It should be put to them and be known, cause utapata like so mtoto ataenda watch these materials from online, then from there aende a practice. Okay, tumemwambia use condom, use this, lakini hatujamwelekeza your body reacts this way, this is the time that you should do this. Okay, overlook the entire situation. Tumewafunza tu menses bas, actually people
kufunga pad.
Exactly.
Period.
And then waka make, I'll say, like at this point unaambiwa a boy is an enemy. No, I won't say a boy is an enemy because they're actually going through the same thing.
Okay.
So like at this point tunafaa kufunza wasichana wetu how
to relate with the
how to relate with the society, how to control it, how to control themselves. Unaona vitu kama hizo, because in as much as tunakataa and the church denies, or the mothers or the parents, these are actually things that are taking place in our body. Now at this time, like I could say with like this time, the current situation, the current
ongelelea Gen Z, because Gen Z are really taking this thing.
Gen Z, unaona like tuko na climate change. So utapata mtoto amekuwa sexually active mapema.
Ngoja. Unapata like there's this nini going around that the youngest mother is I guess
the youngest
8.
Mother in Kilifi,
yeah, she's 8.
So yeah,
okay,
unaona like that's really an early age. So mtoto akiwa exposed, okay, at this point hizi ita mtoto ama okay ni mtoto, young, yes, female. In age, but that reproductive system sahi imeanza ku nini mapema. So I will wish parents wache ku treat female sexual content kama immorality rather than a factor that's facing us.
Like hii maneno yote juu, this topic is very large and wide, and it's mostly pertaining the sexual ed, both male and female actually. But what message do you have for the young girls, young boys, parents, the school, the society? Like I think the society is the church and the government and the community. So like Kafunge, tell us.
I'll start by saying our parents have a big role in passing this information or education. Tusiachie walimu peke yake. Wazazi kama mtoto wako, when the child is undergoing these stages, these new changes of the body, the parents should be there, see them and tell them about them. Unajua wewe unaishi na huyo mtoto. Yeah, so I think our parents should start embracing the talk actually, rather than just overlooking it ama kutuambia whatever they always tell us. And to the church, nice youth sessions, I think they should use such platform kuleta people who can talk and teach the youth about themselves. So yeah, the church inaweza shughulikia the youth, hizo kuna kwanga na camps za church.
Okay.
And I think our audience is larger than just Christians, and so even to the Muslim, I don't really know how that operates to them. But actually nimesikia they are actually taught about it before marriage or something.
Oh, even the Hindus that really taught about this.
So okay, and to us as youth, kama you have this information, please share it out. And if you don't have this information, please find a source that will give you a
reliable source.
Yeah, a reliable source. Like, let's go back to our mom. And wambie mom, I really want to know about this. Yeah, let's be open. Let's start the conversation. If the moms are not starting, let's go there and tell them what we want to know. Ask them questions. Yeah, be ready to learn. Na tusikue shy. I'll say personally, I've been shy about the topic until recent. Yeah, so to the young people, let's not be shy. Tuulize maswali.
Do you have any your platform you want to share to people in case of follow-up questions? Or wapatie Instagram at whatever. Waambie they have questions they will want to know.
So my Instagram handle is @nmuni. You can just DM.
Waambie spellings.
nmuni. N dot muni MUNII.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wah, sini sawa.
Thank you for having me, by the way.
Sure.
It was quite interactive.
Okay, I'm really happy you're here. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to all platforms. So you'll find us on our YouTube at Kilifi Online TV, on Instagram at Kilifi Online TV.